8 eunuchs who made history. 1. Pothinus double-crossed Julius Caesar. Pothinus was an advisor to King Ptolemy XIII of Egypt. Ptolemy was Cleopatra's little brother and first husband. Pothinus joined him in his war against Cleopatra. They turned against her to curry favor with Julius Caesar. However, Cleopatra won, becoming Caesar's lover. Pothinus was executed for siding with Ptolemy. 2. Sima Qian was one of China's first historians. Sima Qian's father was an astronomer and a court historian. On his deathbed, he asked his son to complete his records. Sima Qian continued his dad's mission to record all known history. He also reformed the Chinese calendar. Once Emperor Wu sent General Li Ling out to fight some nomads. Li lost, and the emperor ordered him killed. Sima Qian pleaded on Li's behalf. The emperor sentenced him to death or castration. Sima Qian chose castration and became a eunuch to finish his book. 3. Judar Pasha commanded the Sultan's army. Judar Pasha was in service of the Moroccan Sultan. He rose through the ranks despite his Christian background. At that time, Songhai was the largest empire in Africa. Judar led the Moroccan invasion of Songhai. He achieved his goal and he captured the capital. However, he was executed by the new Sultan. 4. Muhammad Khan Qajar founded a new Persian dynasty. Yes, the Qajar dynasty was started by a eunuch. Muhammad Khan Qajar couldn't procreate. A rival had him castrated at 6 to prevent his rise to power. Muhammad spent 16 years as a political hostage at an enemy court. Eventually, he escaped and accumulated power in Tehran. His wars of conquest were successful. Muhammad put his family in charge, but was assassinated in 1797. 5. Farinelli was one of the greatest singers in history. Some of Europe's most famous early modern singers were castrati. Farinelli was an 18th century Italian virtuoso. He even went on the early version of a stadium tour of Europe. He hung out at the Spanish royal court for over 2 decades. Farinelli sang the same 4 songs every night to King Philip V. This helped alleviate the monarch's depression. 6. Kai Lun invented paper. The Chinese eunuch changed the world in 105 AD. Some paper innovations had been made before, but Kai Lun revolutionized papermaking by mixing different materials. He used tree bark, hemp, and rags. His high-quality paper could be reproduced on a large scale. As a result, he was later deified. Kai Lun also served an important role in guarding the royal harem. He was a superior sword designer too. 7. Origen was an important Christian theologian. The 3rd century author penned many treatises. He was also famous for his unparalleled asceticism. Origen fasted and walked around barefoot. He also castrated himself to be a eunuch for the kingdom of God. That was done to prevent any rumors of misconduct. As a teacher, Origen had many female students. 8. Bagoas conquered Egypt. Bagoas lived in Persia in the 4th century BC. According to Diodorus Siculus, he was
a eunuch in physical fact, but a militant rogue in disposition.
Bagoas was a key advisor to King Artaxerxes III. He conquered Egypt and looted its temples. Then he poisoned Artaxerxes and put his youngest son, Arses, on the throne. Eventually, he slew Arses and his kids too. He then put Darius III on the throne. Bagoas tried to poison Darius later, but the king got wind of the plan. He forced Bagoas to drink the poison instead.